Rhen Var ice plains. Imperial stormtroopers are gearing up to repel a rebel attack. The Alliance has learned of the top secret Imperial research installation on this planet, and an armoured brigade has landed only a kilometre away from this poorly defended storage depot. Should the rebels secure this depot, they'll have a staging area from which to launch an attack on the nearby headquarters of the planet's Imperial garrison. The S1 Firehawk tanks, warming up, will be the first to encounter this rebel attack. As the Firehawks move to their defensive positions, a two-man mortar team, which had been on patrol in the area, arrives on the scene and quickly gets to work setting up a stationary blaster and spawn beacon. Combined firepower of the mortar and tripod laser, coupled with the eyes of the spotter, will help the Imperials out significantly. The spearhead of the rebel attack is a platoon of U-Trans Trakata T-1B light hover tanks. The T-1B is a swift tank, well suited for reconnaissance and air defence, but against Imperial armour it often falls short, as its laser turret is a lot weaker than the main gun of the heavy S1 Firehawk. The Imperial tanks are set up in cover with a large stretch of open ground between themselves and the rebel tanks, making this approach extremely difficult. Rebel doctrine calls for T-1Bs to engage the enemy armour up close, where their inaccurate anti-aircraft missiles can be brought effectively to bear. However, the rebel tanks suffer very losses. While the Imperial tanks are occupied with the T-1B platoon, the spotter on top of the barge notices rebel mechanised infantry, deserted by APC Freerunner in the mountains overlooking the harbour. As the infantrymen deploy shields and ready their anti-tank weapons, they come under fire from the mortar and alerted Firehawk tanks. Worse yet, additional Imperial armour, as well as AT-ST walkers, are arriving on the scene, and the Imperials send a handful of them into the hills to deal with this new threat. As the infantry battle it out with their attackers, one of the rebel Freerunners tries to break through the Imperial lines for access to the harbour control point in order to unload troops. The Imperial Firehawks have guns trained on the mountains and the APC comes under attack. Designed to be a transport and support vehicle, the APC Freerunner has a wealth of on-board room and powerful sensors, but next to no armament and very little armour. When it comes under attack, its two options are to pop smoke and run, or order its infantry to dismount and protect her. The Freerunner chooses to deploy smoke and hide behind the landed barge, but is quickly destroyed by a Firehawk lying in wait, prepared for such a move. The spearhead T-1B force is thinning out, but now the rebel infantry is in direct combat with the Imperial tanks. The armour and walkers on the hill take heavy losses as they combat the skilled tank hunters, who have several weapons at their disposal to deal with the enemy vehicles. Soon they fight their way down the hill into the harbour itself, bringing mines, rockets, ion guns and proton grenades to bear against the tanks. However, the rebel T-1B tanks are soon routed, allowing the Imperials to turn their attention on the rebels in the harbour. Under fire from both armoured units and the infantry on the barge, they soon succumb. As the last of the rebellion's first wave expires, dire news reaches the celebrating Imperial forces. While the garrison has been occupied with a feint attack, a rebel commando unit has been inserted behind Imperial lines. Before the Imperials could send reinforcements, the surprise attack had already overwhelmed the undermanned guard team at the research facility. The installation has been completely overrun and destroyed.